So me and Tilly are about to go out into her secret garden and I'm going to do some tidying up. She wants to put some of her birthday things out. These are some of the things she got for her birthday. There's a flamingo theme going on, which is fantastic. There's a wind chime here to be hung up and a sculpture there. There's also a couple of sticks that go in the ground with flamingos on. There's a set of really lovely sort of rainbow globes. A gnome showing his bottom because I thought that would make her laugh. I bought a star of rabbits, and this was a little fairy set. So there is a Mr. and Mrs. Gnome fishing with the pond for them to fish at. They have a pet dragon, and there's their little fairy come gnome house. Dogs are driving me insane. I've had to lock them outside the door while I gather the stuff together. They are being daft today, so we'll see how this goes. I'm going to empty some of these pots that had peppers in. This was a lesson last year that I don't like having to come out and tend a greenhouse consistently. It's okay for the seed bit at the start of the growing season, but after that, no, I don't like it. And all my peppers just died because I kept forgetting. So this is quite good soil here, and I'm going to use that to fill in all the soil that's dropped back. It must have settled through the year, because this was a bed I made last year, a double function. It was to stop the dog from jumping over and to hold this rickety fence up, but also to plant dahlias in. It was built just with some paving bricks that somebody was throwing away on free cycle that I collected. But obviously the soil settled over the winter, so I just need to top that up. And it's the same with these tyre stacks that I did last year. These were tyres from local tip. And look at this one in particular. Look, it's dropped down by a whole tyre. The plan for these this year is flowers. I've got some bulbs ordered. This one I would quite like to do possibly a climbing rose and see if I can get it going up this side of that. Yeah, it's operation sort out this, and then the furniture needs repositioning, ready to put seed planting in. I just wanted to show you these as well. Now these were trays of flowers that I thought I hadn't taken and I just abandoned. Look, there's delphiniums and hollyhocks, but can you see there's things growing? I don't know whether they're the things I planted or whether it's something else that's caught, but there's definitely a few things growing, as is this mint, which is great, and lavender over there, which I abandoned, which I hadn't thought had grown. They were like all little cuttings. And I've got another pot here where I put a cutting of lavender and nothing happened, and now look at that. Dogs are going crazy, they're playing catch me. You can see now why I ended up with no grass. He was trying to get Luna to chase him. She's having none of it. Right then, so I've got my head gardeners out with me in her birthday soft top, aren't you, Tills? I put 2 chairs there as well for you and me, but don't sit on that one. I've got to clean it. That one's got bird poo on.
Wait, so, I didn't. So not film about the bird poo.
Let's not film about the bird poo then, Till. We'll just pretend Mummy never said anything, okay? So we've got all of this birthday stash.
Yeah.
To decide where to put Tilly. So
the gnome showing his bum.
The gnome showing his bum. Where would you like the gnome showing his bum to go? Shall we start with that? Now, very carefully. Now, should we put it so that his bum's facing the chairs, so when we sit down, we can always have a little bum poking out?
Yes.
You stand over there and you tell me whether you think that's a good spot. Look, just under there. Perfect. So when we sit down, we can laugh at his bottom. What do you reckon?
Yeah. What about the ball in that cardboard box?
The balls in the cardboard box. These are spectacular, aren't they? Right, why these have got to be somewhere safe where they can't be stepped on.
Here?
Perfect. And then put its babies around it, Tills. That's it. That's pretty awesome. Look how awesome they look, Till. It's like rainbow magic. Yeah, you happy with that?
Yes.
Now, let's do the wind chime next, because we haven't got too many places the wind chime can go. What do you think of that?
Really cool, Mum.
Is that good?
Yes.
Right, what next?
The flamingo.
You want it down there? Okay. Oh my gosh, he looks so cool. He's by the magic, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Look, that makes like a little flamingo gateway. Why don't we put this slab down here and put our little fairy world on? Hills, what do you reckon?
I like it.
You like it? So we've got a little fairy world starting over there. We've got magic flamingos there. We've got a cheeky old bum poking out there. We've got a flamingo wind chime and little rabbits hiding down there, Till. Awesome job. High five. Oh, are you watering for Mum, Till? See, guys, top head gardener. Aren't you, Tills? So do all along the edge there. Fabulous. Awesome. Have you run out? So I'm really busy with a sledgehammer hammering this edging in that a friend just gave me, and I'm just trying to demarcate where we want to plant and where we actually want to try and get the grass to grow. Somebody who's making themselves nice and comfy, watching all the hard work. Look at Mummy's hands. Let me see how dirty your hands are.
I might put stone.
It's got a magical stone. Do you want to show us your magic stone that we found in amongst all the gravel? Look at that. That's epic. And what have we decided to call the gnome under the bush?
Little Miss Bummy.
Little Mr. Bummy. So little Mr. Bummy says hi. Yeah.
Flappy.
And who?
Flappy, my flamingo, and
Flappy the flamingo, Mr. Bummy.
and naked baby bunny and Mummy bunny over there.
Well, they're not naked because bunnies don't wear clothes, but Tilly said she wants her bunnies on a chair. So we're going to put this pink plastic stool, which used to be, Tilly, do you remember what this stool used to be part of?
No.
It used to be when you were a little baby and you had a little pink keyboard. It was the seat.
Oh, then my wind time, Mummy.
Wind chime is up here, look. Good morning from the magic garden, with my dogs messing about playing. Off they go. Luna, go get him. Luna's got a poorly eye today, so you've got conjunctivitis, haven't you? It's a beautiful day here today. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I thought I would give you a little tour. It's the end of March. A little update. Herb bed. I need to get some things planted in here. This lavender from last year, which was a tiny little cutting. Look, that's coming back. This I'm pretty sure is still. There's a little bit of lavender there. Dogs. Chives are coming up. The lavender that I cut back here, look at all of the new growth on it. So the pots along the windowsill, they're all cleaned now. That was something that I did at the as part of this month's work. The table's now washed, which is lovely. My morning coffee is here, and over in this corner, look, the plants that I got given from the neighbours. Look at those, aren't they beautiful? Giving them no attention. Just shove them in. And they all seem to be taking. This is, I think this is, it might be a purple sprouting or a lettuce or a cabbage. It's something that I planted last year and I've left in. But I've left it, I quite like it. I like the purple. This is lettuce coming back, Ricola lettuce from last year that's just come back. These are things that are coming back. I still haven't got round to replacing or finishing off with the bamboo, just because I haven't been going to the shops because we've been in lockdown. Are you tired, Roo? Is that nice? Oh, what have we got coming up here? See, now this, there was none of this last year on the wall here. This is gorgeous. You can see the tiny little purple flowers that cover it. But I put a tiny cutting here last year, and look, it started to cover. Oh, look at that odd little creature flying around. Right, what have we got coming up in here? Those are pretty. Strawberries in there. I need to get into this bed and just tidy it up. The daffodils have been so gorgeous. They've been lovely. But I need to get in there and just chop back the old growth on the fern. Tidy up the brambles that are coming through. There's that odd little thing. Oh, he's having a good drink. So what else have I been doing? I've started digging out gravel out of Tilly's secret garden, and that one's ready. I tidied up the greenhouse. These are pots of compost and soil that peppers were planted in. That I'm going to try and fill that. And look, I have been shopping this morning. Look at this array of goodies. So my budget for the garden, I decided to buy some plants. Well, every year I buy seeds. Last year I had to buy lots of soil for the raised beds and gravel. This year I thought if I need any last bit of soil and gravel, I might need to order. And every year I try and buy a few new plants as well. So I've just bought some annuals just to go in the pots around the windowsills. That is a ranunculus. So there's a sort of yellowy green. And I bought a purple one and a red one. And look at this, isn't that beautiful? Looks like a snake. So that's a fritillaria. I loved this sort of dusky pink on this one. Ah, these I love. I mean, these are really cheap. It was like 5 pots for £5, so it was really cheap. Tilly wanted some tulips, so look at the variegated foliage on that tulip. Isn't it lovely? Some purple plants there. And then for the top garden, I've got a clematis and a fuchsia just to try and put some height there. And then I picked up another clematis, slightly different one. Then it made me look again at this unit. Doesn't it look pretty with flowers on? I think I might use it as a planter and not as a bar. So we've got strawberries coming back in these pots. These were runners from last year. I need to get into there and try and sort things out a little bit. I'm not sure what all of those sticks sticking up are there. No, I don't know whether that hasn't come from off here. I'm not sure what they are. They've never appeared before. Gosh, there's loads of new growth coming in here. Both of these beds either side of the steps I've got to get in and tidy. Now this bed here I think is looking so pretty. This has had no work. This has all just reappeared from last year. So there's tulips, there's daffodils. Look at the mascara. I planted a load of bulbs last year, but look, they've all come up this year. It's a very happy bed. There's I'm not sure what they are, whether they're more daffodils. The heuchera here that I've got at the top of the garden is looking lovely. This heuchera, I only had one small plant and I've just chopped it over the years and spread it around the garden. This was a present off a friend as a thank you for doing something for her. I'm just gonna, oh, that's there ready to pot in there. All of these ground covers are spreading as well. So that's lovely to see coming back. All the beds are cleared, ready to go. Lots of work in the greenhouse. This you couldn't get in at all. And now it's all ready to be planted up. I went and got compost as well this morning and potting compost. This is soil ready that was inside pots in the greenhouse that I have filled these beds up with, and you can see I've started filling up the tyres again where it all fell. Luna, come out darling, come out. And if I show you in Tilly's secret garden, she has been fantastic helping me this past week. So for her birthday, she had lots of little presents for her birthday. And you can see we've made a little fairy world down there. A little gnome showing his bum to make her laugh when she's sitting in her chair here. Her mummy and baby rabbit she wanted on a chair, so I've used her old play seat. That's quite good there because it protects one of the clematis that's there. I found all the lavender that I planted last year that I didn't think had taken, so I'm going to plant all lavender around here. And you can see I've been clearing all of this out. I've put edging down that a friend gave me just to demarcate a line between where we're going to plant and walking out. And all of this gravel and weed suppressant that was here, I've been picking up and clearing. Trying to get that table clear, ready to paint to protect it. You can see the clematis beginning to come out. Right, this bit, I've done nothing apart from bring up some slabs that I picked up last year on Free Cycle. You can see I still need to tidy. I still need to put gravel between these just to stop the mud. Still haven't tidied any of that. There's not been loads done. There's been a little bit done up here, which you saw in the vlog. So you can see these heucheras as well. Like I say, all of these came from one plant. Oh, my dogs are not going to like that. Come on, it's fine. It's fine. They've liked having the light a bit more. Have we got any light on the feverfew coming yet? Not yet. Oh, I hope I haven't killed it. Up here, you can see those grasses are continuing to grow. The forget-me-nots are flowering. That's beginning to spread upwards. So one of the clematis and the fuchsia, I'm going to try and trail on this fence up here. There's that heuchera I dug up and put in there. That's taken. And there's the peonies coming through. Where the hostas looking at, the hostas are beginning to come. And down there. Still loads to do here. I've got to secure the hedge here because there's gaps that the dogs can get through. So I need to get some wire this year. But I do want to fix this gate that I got given across there. Fences and gates, I need to do it. I keep procrastinating on it. Because, I don't know why, just because I suppose it's power tools. All of this all needs fixing. Go on. So there's loads to do still. But there is stuff that's been done. So seed planting, fences, all need doing. And new plants planted out. It's nice to see the table clear. It's nice to see the start of some flowers. Yeah, loads to do. But that's it from the Magic Garden today. Lots of exciting things to come, as you can see. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.